Good morning, everybody. I'm not in the apartment. I have my freedom. I'm actually going out to get a package, so... let's see if I get harassed by anybody. You can see I'm wearing a mask. Of course I'm wearing a mask. I'd wear a mask anyway, but... especially as a foreigner, because, well, I know that I'll get harassed. I told you about the Moroccan guy that got deported because he threw the phone at the cops or whatever. I don't want to end up like that, because I already know how frustrating it can be trying to come in and out of this place just because I'm a foreigner and they're afraid that somehow I've got the virus, or I don't know what the deal is, but in either case I've got my mask. I'm going out into the sunlight and walking around. Well, so far nobody cares. I've only encountered old people, but they're the ones that don't wear masks or care about anything anyway. So yeah, they're not afraid to approach me. But I guess it's kind of nice to be out. I feel, it does feel a little different, because I know now as a foreigner with all this going on, well, people probably react a little differently than they have in the past. Not in such a friendly manner as before. Especially with all this stuff coming out from the US government about, you know, China lying about the numbers and all. I don't expect that to help people's attitudes. I'm on my way to the little supermarket. This will be the first time I've gone in there for, well, I guess about 2 weeks now. It's interesting as I'm going along. I've already had a couple of people keeping their distance. There was one person on a scooter that came to a screeching halt. I wish I would have recorded it. When they saw me coming, I guess now I'm like the boogeyman. I know a long time ago I mentioned the Wuhan boogeyman. I guess now it's the American boogeyman. I just heard a report also about virus test kits coming into the UK with traces of the virus on them. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking like, oh wow, see, they're trying to plant the virus and spread it. I think there's something else to this story. I think it's true, but what that tells me is that the virus is not being controlled so well here. And in fact, it's so widespread, probably at this point, that the people working in the factories to make the test kits are spreading the virus onto the test kits, or maybe the workers handling the shipments. Somewhere along the way, it's coming into contact with that. I think it's extremely widespread. I think that they literally gave up on it, and they probably know about that. It's interesting, the last time I was here, this place was extremely busy. I've noticed the streets are quite empty, and the stores are also quite empty. Well, I got it. Walking back. I'm really surprised to see how dead it is out here. It's not like it's a holiday or anything, and this is during the week. There should be, under normal circumstances, tons and tons of traffic going through here, but, well, there just isn't. It's kind of strange. Almost eerie. Now, I know if you're watching the news, you might see some economic numbers coming out of China showing that they're back in growth territory. I have a sneaking suspicion that those numbers are not, well, I don't know. I don't think they're accurate myself. I'm not plugged into the, I don't know, but I do know what I'm hearing from people here on the ground, the factories that are out here at least, that deal with exports, specifically with eyeglasses and lenses for eyeglasses. They are, well, they're telling their workers that they're going to have to work for a lower salary. This includes office workers, all personnel. Some of them are actually shutting down, and there's a lot of people out of work right now. It's, I'm not going to go that way. There's a bunch of people suddenly out here, grandmas with little kids. Yeah, there's a lot of people out of work right now. Yeah, this just happened within the last couple of days. Obviously, there's not much demand for exports right now. So, I don't think there's any real growth happening here. In fact, there's probably some serious contractions in the economy. And it's not a funny thing. I'm not saying it because, you know, I'm an enemy of China or I want China to do bad. I'd like for everybody to do well after this. I'm still seeing the blame game. I know the intelligence reports came out saying that, you know, China covered up the numbers in the beginning, but I mean, come on, everybody knew that already. That's well established. But I'd like for everybody to do better. But covering it up and giving false numbers isn't going to help. If you can't even see the problem, then you don't know to fix it. So, but I can see it here on the ground. There's some people struggling. And by the way, since it is my birthday, my wife has ordered me a pizza. I actually smell pizza on the elevator. Maybe it already got delivered. I guess I'm about to find out. Yeah, that's what you do. Birthday celebration, stressful day, whatever it happens to be. Eat pizza. It's delivered. You don't have to go out. Well, somebody has to go out, but I don't know. I don't know if they're getting deliveries still in the US. Can you still get food deliveries? I don't know. I'm not there, but if you can, eat pizza. I was right. The pizza arrived before me. Look at this, Mr. Pizza. If we can get this thing to open. Ah, yes. Look at those pepperonis. Excellent. Ah. Somebody didn't want pizza today. I'm out for a little walk. I've actually been a bit reluctant to go outside because of, well, because of the attitudes everybody's got here toward foreigners right now. We're kind of scary, I guess. Or they feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of bad feelings out there, so I've been reluctant because I don't know how people will react. But so far, so good. Going to the market earlier was okay. I'm gonna walk down the street and see what happens. Hopefully nobody bothers me or stops me to send me home or ask why I'm outside. But kind of strange. I've been stuck inside for 2 weeks, and now I'm reluctant to go outside. Only been out a few minutes and already gotten a couple of glares from people. So I'm somehow some kind of I shouldn't be here or something. But just walking along here, I noticed one of my favorite restaurants appears to have closed down. I'm kind of crossing the street to see. Wow, that's almost like a punch in the gut right there. I felt bad. I used to love to come to this place. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely closed. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think they're going to be opening back up. Windows are all boarded up. See some other little businesses, a noodle shop here that's closed up too. Not good signs. So those numbers about growth, the numbers hitting growth again, I don't buy it for a second. Well, hopefully the economy can get turned around here. I can't believe that place is closed down. Had such good food. I guess a lot of times when you run a business or a restaurant like that, you're really cutting it close, month to month. So having everything shut down so long probably just was too much. It's really too bad. That was good food. It's kind of strange. I've heard so many times over the years that the Chinese economy was in trouble, or this bubble was going to burst. This is the first time I've seen any real evidence of something like that actually happening. I guess this place would show it, because this is a manufacturing town. So if manufacturing is drying up, of course it would be quite evident here. I can't imagine what it's like in Guangdong. I've actually got a bad feeling about all of this. You know, what I mentioned earlier about the test kits arriving in the UK, showing that they have traces of the coronavirus on them. Again, I don't think that's like the Chinese government trying to spread it around or something. I think that it's more a sign that the virus is much more Well, there's cases of the virus everywhere. Something tells me it's widespread here in China. I'm not trying to spread rumors. I'm just telling you what's in my mind, what I'm thinking. And that's my suspicion. They can't test. I mean, there's not enough tests to test 1.5 billion people to know what's really going on here. At some point, you know, you have to give up and just accept it. But of course, they don't want to say that. But something tells me that's what's happened. The virus is actually widespread in China. It might be like an asymptomatic strain, but something tells me it's widespread. It's not been wiped out, it's everywhere. Yeah, the second wave. Maybe it already happened. Maybe the first wave was the second wave. I don't know. We'll never really know. I don't know how you'd go back and find that out, but that's what I'm thinking right now. And I'm seeing all these businesses close, and I'm hearing all these threats from overseas about, you know, the end of globalization. And I think actually being out and being able to see for myself and hearing from people that work out here and some of the factory owners, they've got orders being canceled. It started off with orders being cut back, but they've just been canceled. They're getting rid of their workers. They're telling the people that are left they have to take a massive salary cut. It just sounds bad. You know, I always see these Porsches around here. I always thought maybe next year would be the year I'd buy a Macan or something like that. I know I'm saying it wrong probably, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be doing that in China, that's for sure. I don't know what all these people are going to do with this stuff. Especially think about the people that have mortgages, you know, with all these businesses shutting down. I'm sure some of them have mortgages on investment properties. Same thing in the US. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I will say this, Chinese people are savers. So most of them tend to have a significant amount of savings built up. So that might help. That might help in this situation. They may be better set up to withstand something like this than other places, but there's a lot of young people that, well, they have nothing but debt. So, I don't know. I'm not a prophet, like I've said many times, but I don't have a good feeling about this. You know, more and more I'm realizing that this virus, there's literally nowhere you can go to get away from it or its effects. I don't think there's any country on earth that's going to come out of this unscathed, economically speaking. I think there'll probably be a couple places that are better off than others. China and the United States will probably find some way to continue scraping along, but it's not going to be like it was. At least I don't think so. There's no amount of stimulus that's going to be able to save the economy from this. I mean, so, there's bugs everywhere. So you give businesses and people a bunch of money, but, well, I don't know. I don't think it's enough. I don't think that there is any amount that's going to be enough. It might save it somewhat, but you can't save the whole world. Well, people haven't been so mean to me as I've been out. I've seen other people just being rude to everybody. The guy ahead of me at the store a bit earlier was quite rude to the cashier. She was asking if he wanted a bag. He wouldn't even look at her or talk to her. When she went for the money, I guess he just kind of tossed it on the thing, but maybe everybody's just in a bad mood in general. I don't know. I guess they would be if they're out of work or business is failing. I can't blame them. I kind of know the pain right now. It's hard to be in a good mood when money's not coming in or when you keep getting locked up or whatever happens. Just crazy times. Crazy times for all of us. I am glad to be able to go out though. Maybe tomorrow I'll go for a longer walk. I'll go explore some of the old neighborhoods. Maybe that'll put me in a better mood. Even though today's my birthday, it's supposed to be, well, I had pizza. I guess that's good. Yeah, I have to say, it doesn't do a whole lot for your mood when you come out and you find your favorite restaurant is shuttered. Oh, man. That place was a good, I mean, I still can't believe that. That was good food.
They did a lot of business. That's really disappointing to see it's closed up like that. And as I mentioned, Pizza Hut is closed. That's why we've been getting Mr. Pizza, but it's been pretty good. It's at least as good as the Pizza Hut pizza they have here. I think most of the Pizza Hut stuff here is made in a factory somewhere. They don't actually make it in the restaurant. It comes frozen. I think. I can't confirm that because I've never worked at a Pizza Hut here, but Mr. Pizza is just as good. It might be a little more expensive though, somehow. But yeah, the really good places are shut down. That's just too bad. I really hope I'm wrong about the virus being widespread out here after hearing about those contaminated test kits. I really hope I'm wrong because people have really let their guard down. There's definitely no social distancing going on, and a lot of people don't even have masks anymore. So I really hope I'm wrong, because if I'm not wrong, then it isn't an asymptomatic strain or it mutates again. That'll be devastating. Because like I said, these people, it's almost like the virus didn't happen, or, you know, it's just been eradicated. That's the idea that they have. The virus has been eradicated from China, so they don't have anything to worry about, except from foreigners like me, of course. I hope I'm wrong, because if not, it's going to come back with a vengeance. We'll find out here in a few weeks. I hope I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Well, this is probably enough for my birthday video. I'm on my way back up to the apartment, so sit back and relax, enjoy some videos. Maybe I'll even watch some YouTube, who knows. But either way, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.